Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I've got a very unpopular opinion. Thanks for joining me. The Austin bomber. There is a man, and listen, FBI statistics, profiling, all of it tells you this is going to be a man, and he's going to be a white man. I'm sorry, he's going to be a white man. And he's bombing black people in a particular part of Austin. And it hasn't made much news coverage. Even the first time he sent a bomb out, they fumbled it and said, oh, it was an accidental explosion. I'm sorry, I've never heard of packages accidentally exploding once you pick them up. So anyways, the key here is, why is it not getting the news coverage it deserves? This is clearly domestic terrorism. Now, what is domestic terrorism? You say, well, Erica, that's a little extreme, don't you think? Don't you think calling it terrorism is extreme? No, ma'am, I don't. Because right now, what we're having in this country now, before when Donald Trump ran, and you can go look these up for yourself, several of his videos said, you know what? Unemployment's 20%. 1 in 5 men are at home, not working, full-time jobs. Now, do I think some of those people are under the table getting paid, doing side gigs and not reporting it? Yes. But again, 1 in 5 men are at home, not working. 1 in 3 men aged 19 to 34 are living with their parents. Let's repeat that. 1 in 3 men, 19 to 34, are living with their parents. And it's causing issues. There are several men saying, I'm going my own way. No, you're not. If you live with your damn mama, you're not going your own way. You're not MGTOWing it, okay? Stop it. 2, low-income jobs. 3, even if these guys got married, they would basically be like an adult child. Their wife would be cleaning up behind them. Their wife would be cooking for them. Their wife would be not just normal marriage stuff. They'd probably be over the top taking care of them, because this is technically an adult with just money but acts like a child. And this isn't uncommon. This is, a lot of people are, you read a lot of marriage divorce rates and what's going on with them. It's because people aren't mature, okay? On the other end of this, what you're gonna see, and people were like, Erica, Donald Trump, this make America great again, it's not about racism. Listen, there are 31% of our society, and 31% is the correct number, are white males. It's actually a little less, because they keep adding North Africans, Liberians, Egyptians, all these people to white categories, and they're not white people. Also, they had all kind of other people, Hispanic people to white, and they're not white either. So really, true red and blue white guy out of whatever town America is less than 30%. It's like less than 1/3 of our population or whatever. Even though these numbers make it seem like they're the majority, they're not the majority anymore. It's not really true. So anyway, what's going to happen here is we're going to see more of these young males. And I don't hate the word toxic masculinity because it's bullcrap, but you'll see them going, I am being sold a bill of lies. I am having a hard time getting a job. I am having a hard time moving out of my parents. I'm having a hard time connecting with women and closing the deal, not just buying prostitutes or hooking up with chicks. That's not closing the deal. Convincing someone to be around you long term in a relationship. Let's do that. And they're acting out. That is what this is. This is acting out. This is, I am upset. Life is not going the way it's been advertised to me. The American dream, which is the American dream, but you have to work for it. We're having those people act out. That's what we have. And honestly, I think the biggest thing you saw about President Obama being in office, if you put Barack Obama said some of the things Donald Trump said, we would have white men in the street with guns. Like, the tyranny. But because, it's Donald Trump and he says that it's okay. And it's very scary that people have lost their patriotism that quickly. Now, if you look back, Barack Obama was the #1 gun-selling president. Now, what do I mean? I mean, people were buying guns left and right. Because why? It was foreign to them. Obama had to not be American. Why? Because he was a black man who had done economically well and rose through the ranks and had a great life. I'm sorry. That's the story of every cushy middle class. Parents have a lot of extra money, so I'm going to great schools, and I'm doing other things, not being the greatest kid. Again, if you look at most private schools, it's not full of smart kids. It's full of wealthy parents who send dumb Johnny to the private school. I went to private school. And the only benefit it had was it was a smaller class size. And I got to go do golf and tennis. I crap you not, that was a part of my curriculum, golf and tennis. So, with this being said, that is who you're going to be seeing. You're seeing a lot of, I know countless white guys right now who are 2 and 3 people deep in buying a house together. So they can have a house, 2, 3 deep, to buy one house in Austin. 4 and 5 living in a house together, because that's the only way they can afford to live here in Austin. You don't think those men are frustrated? They are. Now, I would say those men are healthier than most, because at least they have a group of people who are in the same kind of economic situation and can give them some community. But you're talking about here with this bomber, this is a guy who's pissed. They're pissed. They're at home putting together this bomb because they're going to make a statement. And if you don't think this is domestic terrorism, boy, I got a bridge in New York I can tell you. Because honestly, this is what domestic terrorism is. It is causing terror, and he is doing racial groups. He's only doing black people. The people that, the Hispanic lady that got it, she was being nosy and saw a for sale sign in her neighbor's yard that wasn't supposed to be there, so she got rid of it, tried to touch it and move it. So, again, this is terrorism to instill fear. Who are you afraid of? I mean, we're going to just give him as an example. His black neighbors. What are they doing to him? Living better than him, most likely. Barack Obama caused so much fear in this country because it was for the first time that if you were somewhere else, you saw that money made a difference. Money makes a difference. And they were classy. You know, these white trash people running around saying that it's okay that Donald Trump sleeps with porn stars and his wife was half naked on magazine covers. If your wife, Betty Susie, was half naked anywhere, you wouldn't even be near her. You wouldn't even let her in the church with you. So, I mean, this stuff is like absolutely ridiculous. Donald Trump is a businessman to a poor person who thinks a salesman is a businessman. Period. Period. He's a salesperson, not a businessman. Okay? He's just not. So again, this whole bomber thing, I promise you, it's going to be white. They're going to make it like he's a lone wolf, but he's not a lone wolf. Who taught him how to make these things? There's all kind of extremists on the internet making this guy bump his chest. Now, if you look onto Euro Asian's channel, he talks about all the time Asian white, half Asian males who have a white dad, Asian mom, have high suicide rates, have high attacking people, murder rates, all this kind of craziness. And I'm from a military town, and I do remember that. It was very hard for them, I guess, to get respect, to be seen as sexy or a good-looking dude, because they were this half Asian kid. And there are going to be some of those too. The guy who shot up the gym because women wouldn't talk to him, and he saw a black guy getting women that he thought black people were undesirable. That's deep, Betty. That's deep. And when I go to the gun range and I see white men there and they're like, oh, what the hell? What are you doing here? It's a sense of pride. I got power. I'm doing this thing, you know, and it's like, dude, chill out. This is just self-defense, protecting America, protecting myself, protecting my community. Point blank period. If you're attaching some prowess to it, you need to check yourself. You need to get a life. So anyway, you guys, that's my deal on the bomber. I'm safe. I'm fine. Everybody I know is not opening weird packages. All my packages will be checked or kicked. Not even, I'm going to kick it down the street if I have to. So everybody be safe out there. Again, this is an economic thing. This is a domestic terrorism thing. Get your money up so you don't live in the poverty areas. Get your money up so you don't be around these weirdos later.